The new and improved tax form 1040 is coming down the pike. My beautiful wife just emailed to me this, saying this has changed quite a bit, actually. I don't say quite a bit, but definitely has changed from the 2018 1040. So let's go into this. Pretty interesting to me. And the first thing I noticed, capital gains on the front page, line 6, whereas the before, well, this is 2019. I want 2018. Hold on just a second. There it is, capital gains. This is, all right, cool. So on just a, yes, 2000, bear me just a second. Page 2 of the 2018 tax forms. Now this is, obviously says 2020 in here because it's the tax form that is most recently used by the IRS for tax year 2018. But it's since been changed. But you'll see line 6 is total income. The new tax form has line 6 as capital gain and or loss, which is huge because I'm telling you, a lot of people made that mistake of not recognizing that capital gain was part of their AGI, that's for sure. So let's see, what else we got here? So we got wages, salary, tax and interest, qualified dividends, IRA distributions, and pensions and annuities. So that's 2 different line items here, IRA distributions and pension and annuities, which is fantastic when it comes to Roth conversion. So here, and this is for Matt and Mary, so a fake client. So here we just had IRA, pensions, and annuities all kind of thrown into one. That was always a challenge, especially when you're doing Roth conversions, because now we have IRA distributions there. Social Security benefits still show up. Capital gain, other income, adjustments to income. Line 8B is your AGI. Here we had AGI in line 7. All right, so that's good stuff there. I like this. I like this new form much better, actually. Standard deductions or itemized deductions is line 9. Standard deduction or itemized deductions was line 8 before. And let's see if it tells us what it is there. See standard deduction chart below. All right, cool. Right here. Look at that. Standard deduction chart right there on the front page. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Married filing jointly. $27,000 for 2019 if you're over the age of 65. $25,700 if you have one checked. Married filing jointly. If I don't see, if you don't have one checked, how much is it? I'm not sure. Did I get $25,700? You have one checked. Anyway, that seems odd. That seems a little bit high. I think it's $24,400 this year. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Man, either way. For seniors. Okay, this is for seniors. Gotcha. Okay, right on. So married filing jointly, one person's over the age of 65. You got $25,700 as your standard deduction. Married filing jointly with 2 people over the age of 65 is $27,000 as your standard deduction. If you're single, you have $13,850 as your standard deduction. All right, that's good stuff. QBI is line 10 now. That's good. QBI is line 10. Before is line, I think it's 7, wasn't it? Or it was line 9 before. Okay, good. That's all good. I like that. And here, I wish, man, I hate when they do that. Here's your taxable income is line 11B. That's taxable income line 11B. Taxable income is line 10 there before, and the line 11B is it's kind of not as conspicuous as I'd like, but you have to, I mean, they do highlight it or they make it bold. But then you got to go to the next page to see 12A is your tax. So the very first page, maybe that's good. The very first line on page A, on page 2, is how much you owe, whereas here is right there, line 15. So maybe that's good. Maybe it's good that it's showing up on this own line there. So that's interesting to me. Actually, let's pause for just a second. I want to see. This is, let me pause for just a second. See the last updated revision. We're going to click on this directly from the IRS. And they revised this November 29th of 2019. And so here is just for seniors, and here's the regular one. Yeah, it's still the same thing. Look at that, taxable income. That is still the last. See, this one's a little bit more easy to follow, I think, the way they got it here. Either way, it's fine. This looks cleaner than this one right here for me. So, they got the standard deduction. No, see, they don't have the standard deduction on the first page of the regular 1040, whereas the one for seniors they do. That's kind of odd to me. But either way, so let's go. This is a regular one here, capital gain, pension. Yeah, everything's the same. I like it. They just don't. Oh, here's a standard deduction right over here. All right, cool. Taxable income, the last item on the first page, and then taxes due is the first item on the second page, which that's all right by me, man, because that just shows you first item of the second page what you owe. So that doesn't bother me. All right, so good stuff. New tax forms, I think it's crisper. I like the fact that they have pensions, annuities, and IRA distributions separate. I think that's critical. I love the fact that they have capital gains or losses in here on the front page so you can actually identify that. I'm telling you, it was nuts before. You had no clue why you're paying what your taxes were if you had capital gains or losses, unless you looked at the schedules. They still have QBI in here, line 10. And then they have taxable income, the last item of line, the first page, and then taxes, the first item of the second page. So good stuff. That's change. It's what we're going forward, at least until 2026. So enjoy. All right, thanks.